Uplink commencing. In transmission. Star Wars The Clone Wars Preview Special.
Before the dark times. Before the Empire. Still a powerful force for good in the galaxy were the Jedi.
Let's go.
The clone army stood with us. Against us, Grievous and his droids. Jewels of Count Dooku and his Dark Master. Stories from those days, these are.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I'm bringing you your first official look at Star Wars The Clone Wars series on Cartoon Network. I'm here at Skywalker Ranch, the center of the Star Wars universe, for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the making of the Clone Wars. We'll show you how characters are created, we'll talk to evil Sith Lords, and you'll get an exclusive sneak peek at the show. Plus, a whole bunch of special guest stars.
Sorry, ma'am.
And, phones. They're everywhere.
Secure the perimeter.
So let's go inside and meet up with Clone Wars Supervising Director Dave Filoni. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go get him.
Let's move out.
Now, you probably know what a Jedi is. They're the protectors of the galaxy, and they fight the Sith. Easy to remember, right? Jedi, good. Sith, bad. Okay, please tell me you already know that. Anakin Skywalker has been fighting side by side with Jedi Masters Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda against the evil Sith led by Count Dooku and General Grievous. And this is Dave Filoni, the man chosen to bring the whole thing to life. So, after working so hard on the movie, it was so nice to see it up on the big screen come to life. But how is the TV show different from the movie?
Well, I think there's a huge dynamic range of stories in the TV series, and we have some very intense, dark stories that fans might relate to more the Empire Strikes Back type of storytelling. But we also have some lighter, more fun episodes that are more akin to what you saw in the Clone Wars movie.
This way looks potentially dangerous. I know the whole place is dangerous. I suggest we stay here and let Master Anakin find us.
3PO, what are you doing? Don't just stand there. Let's get back to the ship.
So there's a wide range of stories, and there's a new story every week. And I think that's something that's really new for Star Wars fans and just the general audience, is that normally there's a Star Wars movie and then you wait 3 years and then there's a Star Wars movie. But this is every week something new, new characters, new adventures, and I'm really excited about that.
Brilliant.
So, what's new in the Clone Wars? What are you working on now?
One of the biggest things we've been working on is how to develop the many different characters, a lot of the new characters, like Kit Fisto or Plo Koon or Luminara. These are the Jedi Masters that we've seen, but they never really did anything in the movies, the live-action films. So we had to decide, what are their characters like? You know, how do they interact with the people around them?
Congratulations on passing the trial. I'm sorry the war prevented me from seeing your training through to the end.
You were Mistmaster, but it is an honor to finally serve beside you as a knight.
Okay, Dave, Yoda is such a powerful character. I think he might be the most powerful Jedi.
Yeah, I, from a certain point of view, could see that. I think that, you know, when you're dealing with looking at power, that's always something the Sith are more interested in. You know, Palpatine is always trying to gather as much power as possible, but when you look at Yoda, I wanted to bring the idea that Yoda lets aggression flow around him. He will step aside and let the anger and the violence directed at him move past him, and you will basically destroy yourself.
All around us is that which we need to prevail. Yes, clones you may be, but the Force resides in all life forms. Use it you can to quiet your mind.
The Jedi block his escape. Prepare to fire. Fire!
So, Dave, what can you tell us about Anakin? What is he doing next in the Clone Wars?
Well, you know, Anakin has a long progression in the Clone Wars. one thing I like about him is in our series, I think that he tried to make a very dynamic hero. He's a lot more positive in a lot of ways, but he still has that darker side. He has his hands full teaching Padawan, but he's making her more and more like him every day, a fact that I don't think the council was ready for. It has them a little worried on what their relationship's going to be like in the end, but yeah, it's a high time for Anakin before the dark time comes.
That's what I was thinking.
So Dave, you touched on Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship, but if you can expand a little more, what is their relationship?
Well, they're really like a brother and a sister. He's the master, and she is the student, but Anakin has a way of breaking the rules or bending them slightly, and Ahsoka's learning how to do that. And then Obi-Wan's in the background just shaking his head going, I wonder if these two are going to be more trouble than they're worth. But, you know, they're just really great friends.
Saved you again, Master.
Yeah, looks like my training's paying off.
So, on to Ahsoka. You know, she's pretty kick-butt. She's a pretty powerful Jedi Master. She, you know, jumps and slices through battle droids. So, tell us about her.
Well, you're a Padawan, not a master,
Okay,
but
you know,
Padawan.
details.
What was important with Ahsoka was that Ahsoka is really skilled, but she's not just skilled with a weapon. She's not just running and jumping around. The main skill Ahsoka has to be Anakin's Padawan is patience. She's tough. She can stand there next to him because Anakin's a bit aggressive. You know, he throws himself very far into situations and gets way in over his head. And Ahsoka can deal with that.
Follow me, boys!
So Dave, explain to us a little bit more about Ahsoka's fighting style, because she definitely holds her lightsaber differently than some of the other Jedi.
We wanted to use the reverse grip of holding a lightsaber for Ahsoka because she was alien. Anakin now, as her master, you might notice as we move on in the series, is actually training her out of that style to be more like his style. But she still uses it from time to time because it goes with her quickness and it goes with her scale.
Oh, Ventress, watch out. Thank you so much, Dave, for taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome.
And all right, don't go anywhere, because coming up next is a visit with General Grievous himself. Then there's plenty more surprises, and later, a sneak peek at the show. So don't go anywhere.
Their galaxy is here, and we're bringing it every night with the biggest movies in your galaxy.
Wow.
Hosted by the stars of Clone Wars, Ashley Eckstein and R2-D2.
That's right, R2.
And exclusive sneak peeks at Star Wars The Clone Wars. Grievous. Spider-Man with an exclusive Star Wars The Clone Wars sneak peek. Tomorrow at 8 on Cartoon Network.
Listen up, Funkies, on the new Marshall of Dream State, home of daydreams and nightmares.
It's UB Funky's Dream State with cool new worlds, new characters, and new villains. And now you can chat with friends using Cat Funky.
Have you been to Nightmare Rift?
Go north from Grand Funky Station.
I know how to defeat the Daydream villain.
UB Funky's Dream State. It's the game that keeps growing.
It's UB Funky.
Dream State figures work with your PC and require an internet connection, and Starter Kit is shown here. Starter Kit and all figures each sold separately.
Now you can nail targets from long distance with Nerf's Longshot Blaster. 2 blasters in 1, quick-fire clips, and detachable scope. Everything you need to blast your skills to the next level. The N-Strike Longshot.
I used to have a lady. I called her Miss Cherry. She ended up in a toaster next to an 8-ounce glass of dairy.
That's cold. Milk.
Ow! I got them blueberry pop-top blues!
She was hot.
Part of this complete breakfast.
An all-new original movie. The world plunges into chaos as the supernatural powers take over, turning the mystery gang into monsters.
I was afraid of that.
Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, now on DVD. Not rated.
I know a place where moms can say, any kid of any age, 2, 4, 8, 10 or more, it's fine. They can be a Chuck kid. Have a cool Chuck time. A Chuck E. Cheese's.
We're a kid to be a kid.
It's
Sorry sliders. A whole new way to play sorry.
Sorry, Dad, but you're going down.
You can slide your pawns down the track and slam others out of your way.
Sorry.
Sorry sliders. It's revenge to the end.
Listen up, Funkies, on the new Marshal of Dream State, home of daydreams and nightmares.
It's UB Funky's Dream State with cool new worlds, new characters, and new villains. And now featuring head-to-head games. Play against the computer or against friends.
I challenge you to rock 'em, sock 'em, sprocket.
You kidding me? I'm too fast.
UB Funky's Dream State. It's the game that keeps growing.
It's you, be funky.
Dream State figures work with your PC and require an internet connection, and Starter Kit is shown here. Starter Kit and all figures each sold separately.
Star Wars, The Clone Wars Preview Special.
This is Skywalker Sound, where every single sound you hear in the Clone Wars is created.
That's R2.
From lightsabers to laser blasts, starships to stuffed up cyborgs. This is the place that makes the galaxy far, far away sound the way it does. And Matthew Wood, supervising sound editor for the Clone Wars, is in charge of it all.
So, Matt, I want to ask you, once I record my voice and it comes to you, what happens?
Well, we take your voice, along with all the other actors' performances, and any of the sound design we've made, any of the sound effects, the Foley, the music, we put them all into our final mix process, and we position them all to sound like it's going to sound in your home.
Any questions?
So there's so many sounds between ships and battle droids and the bad guys. You know, explain a little bit more about that.
Well, this particular episode has a ton of different bad guys in it. There's General Grievous, there's his sort of doctor helper, there's the battle droids, there's the bodyguards, and so those particular creatures actually have to be treated in a special way, and we actually make them sound like they're cyborgs and they're evil, and we have to sort of separate those out from all the good guys like yourself.
How nice of you.
So you have all of these different bad guys. How do you keep them all straight?
Big database. You know, we've got a vast library of stuff to go through, and we've got all kinds of different creatures, vehicles, and planets that we go to, and we've got a huge library of sound effects to support all that.
So tell me about General Grievous. What's his story? Where is he from?
Well, this particular episode, we actually get to see a little bit more about Grievous's history. We got a sense of who he was in episode 3 when he was fighting Obi-Wan, but now we get to see his lair. See that he's got a pet, he's got a doctor that puts him together. You get to see his armature and how all the different spare parts that are used to create his cyborg being. And we actually had to come up with a lot more sound effects for him because you see him move a lot more and talk a lot more than we did in the features. So it's a whole new view of General Grievous.
This is the lair of General Grievous.
Goodbye, Jedi! Excellent! Get us out of here! I'm coming for you! Fire! Kill him! Get on with it! Stop him! Going somewhere! You're not going anywhere! Wipe them out! Idiots!
So you seem to know a lot about General Grievous. You seem awfully close to the character. Why would that be?
Well, I'm familiar with some of his work. I actually play his voice in the show.
You must be General Grievous.
Wow, well you sound nothing like General Grievous in person, so how does that work?
Movie magic. No, it's, well, I actually record my voice and then I do a little sound design to it to give him a couple layers of processing to make him sound like a cyborg. And we can actually do that here if you'd like to hear it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Okay, so let me take you through the process of how we actually get that Grievous sound. So the first thing is that I get the script and then I perform the closest approximations what I can to what it sounds like. So here we go. We'll record this first.
Welcome to Skywalker Ranch, Jedi scum. You haven't seen the last of me.
So then I'll take that, and then I'll put it through the Pro Tools, and we'll end up with something like this.
Welcome to Skywalker Ranch, Jedi scum. You haven't seen the last of me.
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. How would I sound if I did that? Welcome to Skywalker Ranch, Jedi scum.
Welcome to Skywalker Ranch, Jedi scum.
I think you can keep your job.
Congratulations.
All right, well, thank you so much, Matthew, for showing this to us today. This was so awesome. But I think I'll stick with Ahsoka.
Okay.
All right, stay with us, because we've got more from Skywalker Ranch and also a sneak peek from the show. Later.
Bye.
Is bringing you the first look at Star Wars The Clone Wars and the biggest movies in the galaxy, hosted by the stars of The Clone Wars.
That's right, R2.
Spider-Man, with an exclusive Star Wars The Clone Wars sneak peek, tomorrow at 8 on Cartoon Network.
Star Wars The Clone Wars Preview Special.
Star Wars The Clone Wars is the result of lots of imagination and hard work from the staff at Skywalker Ranch. It's an epic, movie-sized production packed into a weekly show. And one thing that's amazing about The Clone Wars is that there's a new adventure every week. You'll get to see your favorite characters and new ones come to life. Like these guys, the clones. They're everywhere in Star Wars. The Clone Wars is named after them, but we really don't know too much about them. Until now.
Hey, please. What's going on down here?
All units, fire at will! We're too close! Loosen up!
Take down that droid.
Too many!
Moving to your location, sir.
Rock the laser!
Holding position.
Not much to look at here, sir. We all share the same face.
Deceive you, Eyes Cast. In the Force, very different each one of you are.
This way! Hurry! Hurry along!
Pretty cool, huh? It just goes to show you can't judge a clone by his cover.
Good one, miss.
Oh, R2-D2!
The droid says there's a transmission in the screening room.
Wait, you can understand him?
Yes, ma'am.
How come everybody can understand droids except me? Okay, wait, the doors. It's not so good with regular doors. Okay, I'm really excited. We're gonna check out an exclusive sneak peek of Star Wars The Clone Wars right now. Ready, guys?
Begin transmission.
Ready, R2?
We tracked the mystery weapon to this system. That is when we found out it was an ion cannon.
An ion cannon?
A weapon that neutralizes all power to our ships, leaving the targets defenseless.
There's a massive vessel approaching.
Shut down the power system before they detect us. A droid.
Sorry, little guy. That is one big cruiser crusher.
There's still no signal from the pod hunter.
Reduce speed and activate your scanners. We will find who is responsible.
Hey, what's with the lights? Power is going out. Maybe that ship has returned. We should get up to the bridge.
You are too weak. Let me go see what is wrong.
We're picking up a faint signal from a droid. Not one of ours. They're right behind us.
Move us into attack position!
They're coming back.
Are all the systems shut down?
There are problems, sir.
We forgot to shut off the medical droid.
We've got to get the power back on now.
Can I be of assistance?
No thanks. Just get in the back and take care of the clones.
That is my programming, sir.
Come on, we've got to get out of here.
I know.
Sir, the enemy is attempting to flee through the debris field.
General, I don't want any witnesses.
Energize plasma rotors!
R2, program the Navi computer. Be ready to get us out of here.
You forgot. We turned him off.
Go to your droid.
Target range almost locked, sir.
They're not going to make it!
R2, program the hyperdrive. Anywhere! Hurry!
Enemy ship targeted, General.
Fire!
That was so amazing. You know, I really think Ahsoka is one of the coolest girls in the whole galaxy. Oh, yeah, okay. Anakin's pretty cool, too. Yes, and that Grievous is super scary. Wait a minute. I think I totally understand you. Yeah. I think that means that that's all from us here at Skywalker Ranch. And we'll be seeing you in a galaxy right here when Star Wars The Clone Wars premieres next Friday on Cartoon Network. Bye, everybody. Come on, R2.
Cartoon Network is proud to present...
Better watch out. There's a Jedi on the loose.
That's my master.
Star Wars The Clone Wars. A new adventure every Friday night begins next Friday at 9 p.m. Their galaxy isn't far, far away anymore.
So, what did I miss?
Oh, the usual.
On Cartoon Network.
War, a danger there is of losing who we are.
The ongoing stalemate in the war has become unacceptable.
The Separatist fleet commanded by General Grievous is headed your way.
Goodbye, Jedi!
Rush not into fights. Long is the war. Only by surviving it will you prevail.
You wanted excitement.
Let the Republic come! Skywalker is leading the mission. Do not underestimate him.
There he goes again, craving adventure and excitement.
You get used to it.
Give it everything you've got! Subtlety has never been one of your strong points. All part of the plan, Master.
You can't defeat us all.
Of course I can.
Get those fighters off of us!
Your fancy flying is making it difficult.
Hang in there!
Twice the trouble they have become.
Weapons do not win battles. Your mind, powerful it is.
Now you fall, as all Jedi must. My stars!
We need you, Anakin.
That was impressive.
Cartoon Network is proud to present Star Wars, The Clone Wars. A new adventure every Friday night begins next Friday at 9 p.m. Their galaxy isn't far, far away anymore. The Force will be with you.
That's my master.
Roger, 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 roger.